Hello, my lovelies and zomzoms. And I'm not sure what Jimmy Ohms or Net JJ's fandoms are. But anyways, hi. I'm getting ready to watch the next Prince episode 6. I'm trying to remember what the preview was for this episode, but I do not remember at all, so I apologize. I just remember being like, because it was over quickly. I think the last we saw Prince Nim got hurt when he was training with Charang. I think that's what it was. I think we're getting full like them training for the competition in this episode. I think I'm not sure. I do not honestly. I cannot remember. All I know is I am ready to see obviously our main leads, Zinunu, but I please need more breadcrumbs from our Ned JJ or Prince Calvin and Jay. And then of course our Prince Ramel and Patai or Katai is what I was calling him with our Jimmy Ohm babies. And then I want more story for Prince Ava. Like get that started. I need to see like more of her background. And also I want her to like we already got her sassy with Rama and like she very much stands for herself, but I want her to have like one scene or something where she like these bitches, you know what I mean? Like bow down, like don't come at me crazy. I need that. Anyways, so without further ado, let's just get into episode 6 because I honestly don't remember, so I really can't give like, oh, this is what we're getting. I don't remember. We'll see in the preview. Hopefully the sound's good because I have not checked. I still, to this day, I love this Dumandi. Like, I really do. I think this is the cutest little, like, thing. And I have a snack. I have a little donut. I don't know if I'm going to eat it because I don't know if you guys want to hear me chewing. Because who wants that? My mic is right here. หลานต้องการให้องค์ครักษ์ชรันมาเป็นโค้ชให้หลานพะยะค่ะเสด็จปู่ I need you guys to sound below as well if you guys want me to get like not compare at the end of my reaction to the episode. Comparing. I will say though I haven't finished the book because I got distracted by Done With You or Done With Me. But the novel's not called that. The novel's called I don't remember. While this is playing, I'll look. And if you guys are wondering, that's Portiti Pour's series that will come out. That I do have a trailer reaction. I actually have 2 trailer reactions to it. But I got distracted by that book because I was trying to read 3. Not the best, but still good was the name of the translation. But yeah. So I have that, and then after I'm done reading these 2, finishing this episode or finishing book 2 for the next Prince, and then finishing up not good but or not great but still good, I think is what I just said. You see how quickly I forget things? Once I finish that, I will be reading Mr. Fanboy because I got that too. And y'all know in this house this girly is a save girly. Honestly, right now though, Dumandi's killing it with other ships. I pretty much enjoy everyone. I'm getting to know more of them, but I'm pretty much enjoying them. The next one I think I'm gonna get to know a little bit more is maybe Latte Kim, because I'm kind of like, what's going on over here? You know? I mean, obviously I know them from DMD Friendship Season 2. I did watch that. But right now, my mains, well, I don't know. My main ship from that company is Tudor Yin. I live in love and love. If anybody was wondering, that is my main ship from Dumandi. I say that, but I fully well going in my first ship from Dumandi is Max Snap. But I enjoy everyone, to be fair. I love Thomas Kang, I love Save, I love Portiti Pour, I love Jimmy Ohm, I love Net JJ, I love Latte Kim, I love Max Nat. Is James Mark still a thing? Gems Mark? Or Mark Gems, I should say. Are they still a thing? Oh, and Kang and Namping, I also enjoy them as well.
เบาๆหน่อยสิคุณอยู่นิ่งๆหน่อยพะยะค่ะ
Oh. Us. He's 100% us. 100%. He ships it. Also, I don't want to see feet though. I'm just not a feet girly. Oh, the dad.
ไม่เป็นไรถ้าเกิดอะไรขึ้นเนี่ยท่านชายประสบอุบัติเหตุเพียงเล็กน้อยขณะฝึกซ้อมพะยะค่ะเราว่าตอนคณะแพทย์เลยดีกว่าลุงไม่ได้เป็นอะไรมากพะยะค่ะท่านชายแค่ออกท่าผิดเลยทำให้ล้มแล้วข้อเท้าพลิกกระหม่อมกำลังปฐมพยาบาลพะยะค่ะงั้นเราว่าให้คะแนนพักการซ้อมก่อนดีกว่านะพะยะค่ะเราเป็นเรื่องต้องคุยกับลูก
What's Papa gonna say?
Gemini ถึงการแข่งจะสำคัญกับอสวเทวทินมากแค่ไหนแต่ก็ไม่สำคัญไปกว่าลูกเพราะมันต้องการให้ลูกเจ็บอีก
He's like, I just got you
จะระวั
back.
งตัวมากขึ้นพะยะค่ะGemini ก่อนที่ลูกจะทำอะไรลูกต้องตั้งสติให้ดีก่อนชอบลุงมา
Nunu is so pretty. Like, he said, I know, right? He's so fucking pretty. Don't get it twisted. He's also handsome. He's just that bitch, you know?
โอ๊ยท่านชายนั่งก่อนพี่ค่ะ
He was so wanting Sarang to like.
สระผมอ๋องั้นรอหม่อมแป๊บนึงพี่ค่ะ
Is this gonna be an ad? Woo! They always eat the tension. They always eat intention. I will give them that. I mean, but it's Dumandi. Dumandi be just delivering when it comes to chemistry.
ย้อมผมบ่อยแบบนี้ต้องใช้ Lowland Intense Care Treatment จะช่วยทำให้ผมที่พันกันยุ่งเหยิงนุ่มลื่น หวีง่ายใน7 วิเพียง
Read the room, but also thank you for the ad.
Lowland
He said, "My bad. I didn't know."
สภาพภูมิประเทศของเมืองมีนาครินทร์เมืองทางใต้ของ
I remember. I think.
เป็นป่าดิบชื้นหรือเป็นป่าฝนเขตร้อนมีพื้นที่ติดทะเลสินค้าที่ส่งออกหลักคือไข่มุกครับโดยเฉพาะไข่มุกสีดำแชมเปญที่มีชื่อเสียงระดับโลกสวยอ่ะแต่มันคงแพงน่าดูเลยใช่ไหมไข่มุกสีดำแชมเปญคือว่าแพงที่สุดแล้วมีนาครินทร์นี่อยู่ไกลไหมอยู่ใกล้กับกรุงดาร์วินมากที่สุดแล้วมีประชากรมากเป็นอันดับ2รองจากกรุงดาร์วิน
He said, "I want to go on a trip."
ปาบาทแล้วอยากไปเห็นไข่มุกสีดาร์กแชมเปญด้วยตาตัวเองกระหม่อมคิดว่าคลังสมบัติที่วังไม่เอาของเสด็จปู่ แม่ของอาสวะเทวาทินด้วยเราอยากไปเห็นของที่คนปกติเขาหาซื้อกันได้อะเรายังมีเวลาเหลือนี่ จริงๆเราไปที่มีนานครินทร์เลยก็ได้นี่จะได้ไปเห็นของจริง แต่ฟาบาทเพิ่งหายเจ็บกระหม่อมว่าเพิ่งหายก็แปลว่าหายแล้วนี่
Cutie
เดินคล่องแล้วเนี่ย
How can you say no to that
พา
thing?
ไปหน่อยนะ มันอยู่ไม่ไกลไม่ใช่หรอ
That little smirk.
ถ้าฟาบาทจะเสด็จออกไปข้างนอกตอนนี้กระหม่อมคิดว่า ไปได้แค่ร้านขายไข่มุกที่ตลาดหลังอะไรเท่านั้นพี่ครับโอเคไปชาคลีเดี๋ยวเราจะไปตลาดหลังมอนะ แล้วคุณชลันก็จะพาเราไปด้วยชาคลีไม่ต้องไปหรอกเนาะโอเคใช่ไหมชาคลีโอเค
He's so cute. Not him having a reasonable car.
ท่านชายอย่าเดินเร็วนะเพื่อนค่ะถ้าเดินช้าให้เลิกพูดราชาศัพท์กับผมโอเคไหมไม่เหมาะสมเลยครับท่านชาย
Oh, but this like makeshift town I live. It's so pretty. Or market. Ah! I'm gonna need to text my friend and be like, can you pick me up some stuff? Everybody's like, the prince.
คุณอันนั้นอร่อยปะลองไหมเพื่อนครับรสชาติไม่ออกเดี๋ยวมันจะเข้ากันได้ยังไงเมนูนี้
With milk tea.
เคยเป็นอาหารเฉพาะกลุ่มคนที่ทำงานในเมืองมาก่อนพวกเขาต้องการอาหารพลังงานสูงและกินได้สะดวกรวดเร็ว
That shit looks dumb good though.
กินพร้อมกันทีเดียวแต่เพราะว่ารสชาติแปลกเกินไปเลยดัดแปลงด้วยการใส่เครื่องเทศลงไปด้วยต้องสั่งยังไงครับ
ท่านชายคานินท่านชายคานินจะรับกี่ชุดดีเพคะ
ของเรา1 ชุดเอาได้ไหมกระหม่อมมาเป็นแบบนี้ชุดเดียวก็ได้ครับ
เพคะได้แล้วเพคะ1Mมากเพคะ
Oh, 1M, I love that. Ooh, that shit looks so damn good. But this is just fueling rumors because they're like together with no one else, you know?
จริงๆชานมแปลกไปนิดแต่พอกินกับหมูปิ้งแล้วเข้ากันดีเลยนะคุณชิมไหมผมรู้นะว่าเคยกินแล้วแต่ก็อยากให้กินด้วยกันไง
I know people are like, ah, can you say no to him? Oh my god, they look
อ
so
ร่อยเนอะ
good.
นี่ยิ้มหน่อยชุดนี้ไม่เหมาะสมเลยค่ะนิดเดียวเองยิ้มอ่ะยิ้มหน่อยยิ้มได้ไหมเนี่ยยิ้ม
Oh my god. I know people see that shit. I love this smile. I love this.
แค่เนี้ย
He's like not wanting to do foot. I love seeing a flustered Sana.
ไปกัน
Oh, Little Mermaid realness.
ท่านชายคานิน
Not the Gundam. I was
มีสีดาร์กแชมเปญจากมีนาคดินไหมครับ
I knew it.
ไข่มุกจากมีนานครินทร์ตอนนี้ขายดีมากเลยเพคะเป็นสินค้าหายากหากต้องการเนี่ยจะต้องสั่งล่วงหน้าก่อนเพคะท่านชาย
สั่งไว้ดีหรือไม่กระหม่อมเท่ากับวันนี้มาเสียเที่ยว
ต้องขออภัยด้วยจริงๆเพคะ
It's not our fault, but
หากทรงอยากเห็นกระหม่อมจะพาไปที่หนึ่งที่นี่คือคฤหาสน์ของตระกูลพิทักษ์เทวา
his home.
คฤหาสน์คุณสวยจังนี่คุณอยู่ที่นี่แค่2 คนกับคุณพ่อบ้านเหรอคฤหาสน์นี้สร้างขึ้นตั้งแต่ก่อตั้งประเทศเอเมรีพิทักษ์เทวาเป็นตระกูลองครักษ์ของอัศวเทวาทินตระกูลองครักษ์อ๋อที่คุณไม่ฟันดาบต่อหน้าคนอื่นนี่เพราะคุณเป็นตระกูลองครักษ์เหรอใช่ครับความสามารถขององครักษ์ไม่ควรเปิดเผยแก่ศัตรูเชิญทางนี้ครับ
It's the paintings everywhere for me. This house and everything gives elegance. But my thing is, I could never have this much white. I'm accident prone.
ผมนึกว่าเป็นแกลเลอรี่สิดูไม่เห็นเหมือนคฤหาสน์ตระกูลองครักษ์ที่เก่าแก่เลยรูปทั้งหมดนี่ฝีมือคุณหมดเลยเหรองั้นส่วนใหญ่ผมเป็นคนวาดแต่บางรูปอย่างรูปนี้เป็นรูปที่คุณแม่ผมเป็นคนวาดนี่ครอบครัวคุณวาดรูปสวยกันหมดเลยใช่ไหมไม่ถึงขนาดนั้นครับแต่งานวาดรูปเป็นงานที่ผมชอบทุกครั้งที่ผมวาดรูปเนี่ยผมรู้สึกผ่อนคลายงั้นคุณมาสอนผมวาดบ้างสิเกรงว่าจะไม่เหมาะสมผมรู้นะคุณแต่จะเหมาะหรือไม่เหมาะใครเป็นคนตัดสินนะถ้าเป็นผมมันก็เหมาะดีแล้วนะคุณที่นี่เป็นที่ส่วนตัวของผมเกรงว่าจะไม่เหมาะเชิญทางนู้นดีกว่าครับทำไมอะคุณผมอยู่ห้องนี้ไม่ได้หรอผมขอเดินดูรูปที่คุณวาดนะจะไม่ดื้อไม่สนเลย
He said Scott's armor. It's the little. Oh my god.
งั้นคุณรอผมสักครู่เดี๋ยวผมมา
Z does this little detail when he's like not trying to give in but giving in and kind of like thinking of a moment. He does this like little twitch with his eye, very subtle, but such a good additive to or add to the character because it's like you can read the character without him having to to say anything.
คุณถืออะไรมาไข่มุกนี่เป็นของสะสมของแม่ผมคุณแม่ผมเป็นคนชอบไข่มุกมากๆและพยายามเก็บให้ครบทุกสีมันเริ่มจากสีนี้คุณแม่บอกว่าคุณพ่อมอบให้เป็นของขวัญสมัยที่ยังจีบกันใหม่ๆไข่มุกสีขาวสีแห่งความบริสุทธิ์ความจริงใจเสรีภาพและความซื่อสัตย์นี่คือไข่มุกสีดาร์กแชมเปญที่คนอยากเห็นและ สวยมากจริงด้วยอ่ะ
Oh my god, no.
คุณพ่อผมสั่งทำพิเศษและมอบให้คุณแม่ในวันแต่งงานพ่อคุณนี่โรแมนติกจังขออนุญาตนะครับ
In the palm, right? In the palm, right? Because if he puts him on if he puts it on a finger, y'all, okay. I was gonna be like, sir, you're over here telling this man you don't have feelings for him, but you're putting it on his finger, even if it's not the ring finger.
คุณจะสั่งไข่มุกสีดาแชมเปญอยู่เปล่ามันสวยมากจริงๆนะคุณผมอยากได้
I think it's cute.
เดี๋ยวผมจัดการให้ผมว่าผมอยากไปดูที่มีนานะครินทร์เองมากกว่า ถ้าคุณมีโอกาสเนี่ยเดี๋ยวผมพาคุณไปเอง
I told you. Just started dating Vibe.
สื่อให้ความสำคัญกับไอ้คณิตมากเกินไป
What are these outfits? I just thought of the trailer. Oh my god, no, I'm not ready for that. Oh my god! Oh, sorry. I knew it was lace, but I was expecting like something under.
เหตุใดฟาบาถึงไม่สืบข้อมูลของท่านชายคณินมันมีเรื่องไหนให้โจมตีได้บ้าง ที่เธออยากให้เราสืบอะเป็นเพราะจริงๆเธออยากรู้ใช่ปะว่าไอ้คณินกับไอ้ชลันอะมันคบกันจริงๆหรือเปล่า แล้วถ้าพวกเขาคบกันจริงๆเธอจะเสียใจไหมไม่มีเหตุผลให้กระหม่อมต้องเสียใจเพราะกระหม่อมคือคนของท่านชายรามิน
I know a lot of people are like, oof. Oh my god, the tension between these two.
เธอเป็นของเราจริงๆใช่ไหม
Okay, but he said that with vulnerability. Even though he is possessive. And a bit toxic. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, he's such a complex character. I live. I thought we were gonna go somewhere. Damn. It's okay. I don't need to see it because I would have freaked the fuck out. We know we can use our own imaginations.
หลานคณิน
He's so cute in this
เป็นยังไง
sofa.
บ้างหลาน เริ่มชินกับชีวิตในวังบ้างหรือยัง
เริ่มปรับตัวได้แล้วพะยะค่ะ
ดีดีวันนี้ลุงเอารังนกมาฝากเจ้ามหาชีวิต หลานอยากลองชิมดูบ้างไหม
ไม่เป็นไรพะยะค่ะกระหม่อมไม่ค่อยชอบเท่าไหร่
อ้าวเหรอไม่เป็นไร ถ้าหลานขาดเหลืออะไรก็บอกลุงได้เสมอเลยนะยังไง
Ooh,
ซะ
did you see that look in the
อัศ
background?
วเทวาทินก็เปรียบเสมือนดังดวงตะวันของมีนานักครินทร์
Our
เข้าเฝ้า
bestie
เจ้ามหา
Cha.
ชีวิตก่อน
The way he looked, he was very like. He said.
ใช่ใช่ไหมครับ
Those macarons looked good.
คนวันนี้ตอนเรียนเสร็จผมอยากไปเดินเที่ยวตลาดต่อยังไม่ได้ซื้อของกินอีกตั้งหลายละคงเป็นเช่นนั้นไม่ได้ครับหมอวันนี้นอกจากเรียนแล้วยังต้องซ้อมฟันดาบและยิงธนูต่ออ๋อใช่เมื่อกี้ผมเจอเจ้าชายวสินทร์ด้วยเขาบอกผมว่าอัศวเทวาทินเป็นเหมือนดวงตะวันของวินานะคลินมันแปลกๆไหมเจ้าชายวสินทร์เขาหมายความว่ามีนานะครินจะไม่มีวันทรยศอัศวเทวาทินก็มั้งถึงว่าเขาบอกว่าเขาอยู่ฝั่งผมถ้าอัศวเทวาทินได้ตำแหน่งเจ้าเหนือชีวิตอีกสมัยมีนานะครินก็จะได้รับผลประโยชน์ประโยชน์อะไรสมัยก่อนมีช่วงที่ไข่มุกของมีนานครินทร์หายากขึ้นอัศวเทวาทินเลยให้งบประมาณสำหรับวิจัยไข่มุกรวมถึงให้วิจัยไข่มุกสีใหม่เพื่อเพิ่มผลผลิตถ้าเจ้าชายทารินได้สืบบัลลังก์ต่อทานมีนานครินทร์ก็คงจะได้รับงบประมาณวิจัยต่อเนื่องแต่การที่เจ้าชายวสินทร์ซึ่งไม่มีทายาทมาพูดแบบนั้นก็คงเป็นแค่การแสดงความห่วงใยและเอ็นดูฝ่าบาทให้ครับอาจารย์นี่ถ้าผมไม่มีคนอยู่เนี่ยผมจะอยู่ยังไงเนี่ย
I live for Nunu, to be honest with you. And Z. Z. I get it. I get it.
มือซ้ายจับตรงนี้มือขวาหยิบลูกธนูเอาปลายลูกธนูมาวางไว้ตรงนี้มองเป้า
The proximity. Oh my god. It's like nothing, but it's a lot. You know what I mean?
Mà log in.
I think I was saying something earlier about Prince Rem and in Thai, but I never finished the sentence because I saw the outfits that they were in.
ไข่มุกสีเหลืองหมายถึงการเป็นมิตรที่ดีและไม่มีปัญหาสุขภาพผมมอบให้คุณต้องสัญญาแล้วนะว่าจะพาผมไปมีนานะครินทร์ผมจะทำตามสัญญาฝันดีนะ
Oh my god, the crushing is
อยู่ข้างบน
crushing.
อยู่ข้างล่าง
I'm fucking weak. I just realized. Okay. Stop it.
ตั้งใจนะคริน
It was funny. It was cute and funny. What a cutie.
ก็เข้าผมเก่งไหมอันนี้น่าจะฟลุกไหนลองมันเอง
Not unlikely a fluke. I keep getting distracted by them, as I should. But what I was saying was that Om's character's Thai is very complex, and I live for his complexity because obviously he has a lot of turmoil emotions kind of going through.
คนที่พี่ตามหาเจอยังน้องทำงานนี่ใส่ผ้ากันเปื้อนมาเดินเล่นมั้งพี่ทำงานนี่สิพี่ตามหาคนเจอหรือยังยังไม่เจออีกเหรอพี่ผมเคยเจอเขาจริงๆนะไม่ได้โกหกไม่เชื่อใช่ไหมเดี๋ยวเลิกงานผมพาไปแล้ววันหยุดนี้จะกลับประเทศหรือเปล่าคงไม่ได้กลับให้ค่ะก็มองอยากใช้เวลาพักผ่อนที่นี่ถ้าอย่างนั้นก็ดีเลย
It's coming! Oh, Ned.
ซ้อมฟันดับเสร็จแล้วหรือกันเนี่ยนั่งก่อนเถอะหลาน
A real, like, beautiful man.
ผมกำลังคุยกับเจ้าชายคาวินอยู่ก็เลยให้เรียกหลานมาจะได้พูดกับเสเดี๋ยวนี้เลยเรื่องอะไรหรือพะยะค่ะผู้เห็นว่าหลานกับเจ้าชายคาวินนั้นอายุรุ่นราวคราวเดียวกันถ้าสนิทกันไว้คงจะดี
Not that.
ผู้อยากจะให้หลานพาเจ้าชายไปเที่ยวพักผ่อนที่สวิตเมทาวสักหน่อย
ไปทวิตไม่ทาหรือพะยะค่ะ
ใช่ จะมีรามินกับเอวาไปด้วย
พะยะค่ะ
ช่วยฝากดูแลคณินและเจ้าชายคาวินด้วยนะชรัง
พะยะครับ
Oh, okay. This palace.
ทำไมบอกที่ไม่เหมือนที่อื่นเลยสักที
This costume design stylist name, like, y'all are popping the fuck off, and I live.
เจ้าชายเคลเวนท่านชายคณินเรายินดีต้อนรับท่านทั้งสองด้วยตัวเราเอง
The lights, though.
ขอบพระทัยเจ้าชายชนามากพะยะค่ะ
ยินดีต้อนรับเพคะ
เราได้ยินมาว่าเจ้าชายคาวินมีความประสงค์ที่จะพักภายนอก ที่จริงที่นี่น่าจะสะดวกกว่ามาก
ขอบพระทัยเจ้าชายชนาด้วยก็หม่อมไม่ค่อยชินกับความโออาเท่าไหร่
จริงๆแล้วเราแค่เสียดายเท่านั้นแหละไม่เป็นไรหรอก ส่วนหลานคณินเราได้เตรียมห้องพักประทับรับรองไว้ทางด้านโน้นเรียบร้อยแล้ว
ขอบพระทัยพะยะค่ะ
เจ้าชายคาวินคงอยากจะชมวังทวิตเมธาไม่มากก็น้อย งั้นเชิญ
The colors is
ท่าน
everything.
พี่คณินเสด็จถามนี้ก่อนเพคะ
Oh, I love seeing him and Ava together. Ooh. Okay, land. Could not be
น้อง
me.
หญิงที่สนิทกับคณินผมหวังจะกอบกระแสไปให้ประชาชนนิยมไร้สาระ
Sir, calm down.
แต่ก็หม่อมว่าหากพระบาทมีกระแส ก็คงจะดีไม่น้อยนะพะยะค่ะ
He said you need
ที่ว่า
to
น่ะ
have people
ก็เลย
like
ขอ
you
มาดู
some.
สนามซ้อมยิงธนูของน้องหญิงซะหน่อย
หญิงขอพาท่านพี่คณินมาชมสนามด้วยนะเพคะ
ทำไมจะไม่ได้ล่ะ นี่ก็สนามของน้องหญิงไม่ใช่เหรอ
มาถึงทวิตเมธานานแล้วเดี๋ยวพะยะค่ะ
Oh. There's definitely tension between them. This like CGI, whatever this is in the
ชม
background.
วั
I
งเสร็จ
love.
แล้วเหรอเพคะ เจ้าชายเควินอยากลองยิงธนูด้วยกันไหมเพคะ
รับน้ำใจท่านหญิง แต่เราขอผ่านก่อนดีกว่า
งั้นเจ้าชายเควินอยากลองไปเที่ยวที่ไหนไหมเพคะ ที่นี่ตึกสวยๆ และที่เที่ยวเยอะมากเลยเพคะ
มีที่แนะนำไหม เราอยากลองไปเที่ยวในเมืองเพิ่งเซิร์ชมา น่าสนใจสุดๆเลย ก็ไหนๆก็ได้ออกมาจากกรุงดาวินทั้งที มันก็ต้องเที่ยวให้คุ้มสิ
ไปเที่ยวด้วยกันไหมเพคะ คนมาเยอะถึงจะสนุก
Do it.
พี่จะพาไปเที่ยวกับเจ้าชายเขาวินได้ยังไง
I'm gonna pause for a second. Because the complex Ram and Tai are complex characters, and I feel a lot of people like are only gonna see like the toxic, right? The redness of it. But clearly, he has no other. Specifically, I'm talking about the prince. He has no other. He's not seen any. From what we know so far, he has not have good examples in his life, or probably has talked to people in his life that can give him good examples of like how to correct ways of talking and going through issues, and like the feelings of jealousy, possessiveness. He only sees like what hit, through brute force or like aggressiveness or like authority of very domineering, right? Because of his father, from what we've seen. But I do believe that Tai has had within him, and probably maybe from like a younger standpoint of his age, very very young standpoint, I would say, because he's been with them for a long time. He has some knowledge of like what it is to be like caring and lovable, right? And so the reason I think they're a very good complexity is because clearly he knows like what's right and wrong. He stated like when he stated with Charan last time when they were doing their drawing the class, his special class or whatever tutoring, he had said, you know, as this I can't comment, right? Blah 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 blah. But as an Amalian, I think is how they say their as a citizen, he was saying this is what I think. So he definitely has two sides of him, right? And we can see that like obviously he's scared of like the possessive and the angry side, but he has his like tender and soft moments where he sees the good in Rem, right? And they're borderline like, you know, what's I can't I'm trying to explain it without like giving anything away. He definitely has like he knows the good in him, or he can see the good in him, but he also knows that there's temper, right? And he also is like, he knows what he definitely has a lot of things going on emotionally where he like knows it might not necessarily be good for him, but he still loves him. So obviously, or you know, wants to be with him from what we can see. But what I was going to say in this specific scene is obviously the prince always has like a shitty comment or something coming because that's all he knows, right? He only knows like being an ass and a little bit condescending, right? And also coming from a spoiled kid who in the sense of spoiled in the sense of like he always thought he had the competition in the bag. He did not have to worry about fighting with anybody, right? He thought, okay, my dad's gonna be the next king, right? And then we're gonna take back the country, right? It's obviously giving that's what he thought. And so now he's the only way to come back, like the only way now that it's not that, he's like, ugh, like he's just like, I'm the best, da da da. Like he always has some shit to say. Granted, I still like his character, but I like his character novel. We shall see in the series. But what I do like here is you can see in the hesitantness here, because one, he wants to believe in my eyes, how I took it, the looks he gave, right? The way Jimmy portrayed the character right there, without saying anything, but just talking, having a full conversation with the eyes. The way I took it is like he kind of wants to say yes, but he doesn't know if it's a trick, right? Because all he knows is trickery and trying to be ahead, right? And obviously he does not have a good relationship with Prince Ava or Prince Nin at all. He just doesn't have a good relationship, and obviously that comes from him, right? The way he talks. So I feel like these two are really nice, but the reason they are very off-putting with him is because of the way he's been treating them and the way he talks to them. But it's funny to see him get a little hesitant, but also kind of want to explore. And the first person he goes to, rather than being authoritative and being like, okay, fine, like making the decision on his own, it's the way he looks at Ty, and Ty just, he has this conversation like, should I do it? Like, will I be okay? Like, you know, like, what do you think? Do you want to go? Right? And Ty just like gives him the little nod and the little shake. And then he was like, okay, let's do it. So it's giving that he has a little bit of power, more than we think he does, at least in their relationship, and that he trusts him in some aspects. Obviously the possessiveness and the jealousy takes a hold of him at times, obviously, and he like kind of takes back control, but there's some control there, and I'll go back so you guys can see it.
ไปเที่ยวด้วยกันไหมเพคะคนมาเยอะถึงจะสนุก
See, like a hesitant, but then it's the way he trusts him enough to ask him rather than the other way around, because usually it would be the other way around, but it's the way he's like, give him a chance. Now we shall see if that will come back and bite me in the ass, my assistant. I feel like she was. I feel like. Why is he clapping? We'll see if that comes back to me in the ass. Okay, Club Gemini. Sorry. Nuno with this shirt.
จะได้สนุกด้วยกันไงอันนี้เรียกว่าอะไรนะครับ
ทวิชเชอร์พะยาค่ะเป็นค็อกเทลพื้นเมืองทำมาจากแอปเปิลคล้ายๆแอปเปิลไซเดอร์พะยาค่ะ
รสชาติโดดเด่นที่ประเทศเราไม่มีอะไรแบบนี้นะ
เป็นความภาคภูมิใจของทวิตเมทัลเลยนะ ถึงแม้หญิงจะไม่เคยลองก็เถอะ
มาทั้งทีลองเลยไหม
They're all hesitant because
หญิ
there
งไม่ชอ
should
บ
be.
ดื่มไปค่ะ
They should.
หญิงชอบดูคนดรังมากกว่า
นะน้องหญิงลองดูอร่อยนะ ไม่ดื่มมันจะไปสนุกได้ไง
That's not necessarily true, but okay.
Sure.
He is not gonna drink, is he? I think obviously
มาแล้วเหรอท่านพี่รามิน
แล้วเห็นว่าพี่มาหรือยังวะ
why do you gotta be smart? See, that's the problem. He got too much attitude. I'm surprised he let him sit next to Charang. I'm surprised he's scared. He's nervous.
น้องหญิง
นะคะ
ไปเต้นกัน
จะดีเหรอ
ดีสิ ถ้าเราสนุกมันจะมีอะไรไม่ดีได้ไง
แต่หญิงเต้นไม่เป็น
Lies, girl, you're an idol. You for sure can dance.
จะแทนคาวินไปด้วยกันไหม
He said no, thank you. I knew it.
พี่เพทายไปเต้นด้วยกัน
ก็
ใช่
กระหม่อม
Yeah.
กระหม่อมละ
Let's go.
See, Ty's his security blanket. I'm telling you, he's his security blanket. But okay, but these three popping off on the dance floor. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute. I'm fucking weak. It's the way they're all like, what's happening right now? I'm weak with Nunu in this shirt. Not him showing up at the club too. He said, come on. Is Calvin gonna go? Oh my god, Om has the best smile ever. Ugh. No, sus, but if it's not sus, yes, pop off, King, get yourself. Oh man. Now I'm getting drunk. Calvin is so cute. Prince Calvin. Oh, he's not happy. He's not happy him having fun because he feels left out. That's his fault. You didn't have to be a jerk to them. If you would have talked to them, then you would have been out there on the. They would have invited you on the dance floor too. Okay, but so cute. Ooh. Oh my god. Cute. The girl is with the cameras. Why does he have to ruin the fun? He's so jealous. Sorry guys, y'all know I've been saying since day one that I'm gonna be an apologist for him, but don't get it twisted. I will be annoyed and pissed with him at times, and I feel like, baby, like, you could have been like to him, you know, a nod or like give him like a look, like come on, but like why cause a scene? He's so dramatic. That's what it is. Dramatica. But he looks good. Jimmy is fine. And then walk off. Rude. She's so cute. I need them to change the music though. Also, I was gonna say Prince Calvin looks so like uptight a little. He's jealous that you were having fun and you didn't have fun with him. See, just talk to him.
กระหม่อมสำนึกผิดเพคะฝ่าบาทอยากให้กระหม่อมทำอะไรโปรดรับสั่งได้เลยนะเพคะ
This game that they play though, this like
อะไรก็ได้เลยหรอสำหรับฝ่าบาทกระหม่อมเป็นเหมือนสัตว์เลี้ยง
Don't say that.
สัตว์เลี้ยงที่ซื่อสัตย์และพร้อมจะรับฟังทุกคำสั่งของฝ่าบาทเพคะ
They have holy shit. Damn. I was not prepared for that. Okay, calm down, because you guys are out in public. Also, he can't really enjoy the kiss because you guys are out in public. Damn, I was not prepared for him to attack his fucking face like that. Ooh, okay. Oh my god. They are playing a very dangerous game. Sorry. I don't know. Okay, haze. People are gonna... What was that noise? I cannot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, for all it... Sometimes there's always that one relationship that's maybe not the best, but intense. Is this one. God. Yeah, you could have just asked. Oh my god. Ooh! Ooh! No, see, ooh. Jesus, Nat. Man is drunk. Prince Calvin. Did someone give him something? Because he's drunk.
Oh my god เจ้าชาย Kelvin บอกไปเข้าห้องน้ำเป็นหนีไปก่อนเลย
ผมเดินเองได้ผมกินไปนิดเดียวเองไม่เป็นไรคุณ
ชลัน
เจอตัวสักทีท่านยังไงวะกระหม่อมขอฝากท่านสายคณินไว้ด้วยพะยะค่ะคุณ
ไม่เป็นไร
This looks like the diner. But why are they fighting? The people in the corners with... Oof. Why are they fighting again? Yo, if I was Princess Ava, I would be like, a man. She's like, hot. But also, Nunu is... Oh no. Not the rain. Not the rain. Damn! The blood on the ground. Oh, I was not prepared for trauma. This show is so good at like putting us everywhere in our feels. Ooh. Now this is a little different. I'll explain later, if you guys want me to. She's like, what is happening?
คุณสนันคุณสนันคุณ
That's overton number close. Okay, but where did Calvin go?
คุณโอเคไหมคุณเจ็บตรงไหนหรือเปล่าคุณบอกผมเป็นไร
Her outfit is everything. Couldn't be me though. I would have bust my ass. Okay, but did they really just leave? Oh my god, they're holding him.
พักกับผมที่นี่นะ
Oh my god! Him looking like so broken.
อยู่ข้างคุณ
Oh, I feel like it's almost over. I've been recording for a while now. Okay, but the white looks on now. Sorry.
ผมดูแลผมมาเยอะแล้วอะให้ผมดูแลคุณบ้างนะ
It's very an emotional night, that's for sure. He sobered the fuck up. I mean, it makes sense though.
ตอนที่ผม6 ขวบ
Oh, he's telling him.
คุณแม่คะหลานต้องดูแลตัวเองดีๆนะลูกฝึกฝนตามคำสั่งของเจ้ามหาชีวิตแม่คงต้องไปที่อื่นสักพักแม่สัญญาว่าแม่จะรีบกลับมา
คุณทัศนายมาถึงแล้วครับ
แม่อยากไปแม่จะไปไหนแม่
Oh, it's so cute. That was doing such a good job.
แม่บอกว่าจะกลับมา
See?
แม่ไม่กลับมามันตามที่สัญญากันไว้
Oh, they're crying. No, don't get me. I will.
พวกเขาที่ฝนตกมันน่ากลัวสำหรับผม
ก็ไม่เป็นไรไม่ต้องพูดแล้วก็ได้
No, I'm not. You're not gonna give me Dumandi. No, absolutely not. I've cried already enough this week.
คืนนี้นอนที่นี่เถอะ
Ooh. Ooh. Hold on, you're gonna have to wait.
มา
What? What's happening? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Let me go back 2 seconds. The hug is sweet. I'm trying to get back into that space because I had to deal with some things. Oh, crying for him. Oh, also, you know what? I feel like obviously he knows what he's going through, right? Because of his dad, you know? Oh my god, this is so lovely. I love that his crying. It was just crying for him, is what I'm saying. Like, oh. Is this where it takes a turn? I was gonna say we're getting a. They're vulnerable. The soft, tender caress. Oh my god, do it. Please don't end it. Do it. Do it. Like a real kiss. Do it. Even just. Ooh, the nose. The rubbing of the noses. Oh my god. It can be a peck. I don't care. Just do it. Do it. Ooh. They're always great. I like that it's very it's a little hesitant. I don't want it to end. Also, I need to know, like, did Prince Calvin make it okay out? This was a good episode. I love that. Oh, Ned. Everyone in this is so good. Jimmy. Oof.
คุณเรียกผมมาทำไมครั้งนี้คุณก็ช่วยผมมาอีกแล้วอ่ะคุณคิดว่าฝีมือใครเกิดเรื่องใหญ่แล้วพี่ค่ะ
การพาคณินเข้าไปในสถานที่เช่นนั้นเป็นที่ไม่ควร
เสด็จปู่จะปลดคุณชนันไม่ได้หลานไม่ยินยอม
หลานไม่ต้องห่วงหรอกเราได้เฟ้นหาโค้ชมือดีมาให้หรอก
กระหม่อมโค้ชโจพี่ค่ะ
ประเทศนี้มีโค้ชอีกตั้งเยอะสุดท้ายคนนี้ว่างสอนท่านชายแค่คนเดียวฝากดูแลท่านชายคณินอย่างใกล้ชิดด้วย
นี่อนุญาตให้พี่ทำเกินหน้าที่
What did he just say? What did?
ฝากดูแลท่านชายคณินอย่างใกล้ชิดด้วย
นี่อนุญาตให้พี่ทำเกินหน้าที่
I have theories. Before I get into my comments on this week's episode, damn, this show always be eating. I always start off the show. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sometimes I'm excited. I'm always excited to watch the show, but I do start off the show where like sometimes I'm a little tired. But I'm always like, oh, I can't wait, and then I'm in it, right? And then my energy levels go through the freaking roof by the end of this. I'm like extremely hyper because the show is just that fucking good. Okay, but before I get into like my thoughts on the episode, I'm going to talk about this preview real quick. That end preview where he says you're allowed like to cross the line there, it is taking me back to a very short clip in the trailer. If y'all know, you know. I'm not going to tell you. Go look at the trailer if you know what I'm talking about. And so that's why I'm like, are they going to do that? I feel like it's misleading. I feel like that's going to be a little bit misleading, but I'm very curious if they're going segue into a certain part of the novel this way, or because they kind of already segued into it. They've kind of already done it. So I don't know if there's going to be any difference or if this is going to be like a main plot point, which would make sense. But anyways, I will get, if you guys want me to briefly talk about just like a minor details in the story in the novel, I will say it here. I'll save it for the next time, or what my thoughts are. But anyways, for the episode 6 reaction though, I'm gonna need answers in episode 7. I need to know that Prince Calvin made it out. I'm very, very curious if Prince Calvin made it out. I'm also very curious if the person that helped him out was Jay, because Jay comes from not Darwin City. He comes from Misarate. I can't remember the damn name of the city with the pearls. That's where he's from, and that's sister. That's pretty close to Darwin City. So I'm wondering if that's how he made it out, right? I'm very curious if we're gonna get. I think we are, but I'm very curious to see if they're gonna dive into Prince Calvin a little bit more. Simply because he's very reserved, but I think he's reserved because he's very. He likes to watch from afar and kind of analyze situations. And then, so I'm very curious to see if we're going to get into his little story play, the very minuscule story play that we did get in the novel. It seems like we're going to get a little bit of it in here. Okay. Ava rocked that shit. I loved her I love her palace. I loved her outfits. I just love how she's very welcoming to Prince Nin. And even with the like side eye that she is, and obviously her and Jay have issue, or her and Ram have issues. Like she's still kind of welcoming to him, even though they kind of give each other attitude, which I mean is deserved, right? Like he needs to chill out. For him, I'd like to see, for Prince Ramal and Ty, I'd like to see if their dynamic, if throughout the series, if we're gonna get a little bit more vulnerability on his end to kind of make him more well balanced in a way that like I enjoy Prince Ramal because I enjoy his complexity. Now I know people are just gonna see him and be like, he's toxic as fuck, like I don't really like him, he's kind of a dick, which he is. But I'm hoping like through whatever ensues in the series, we do see like an arc for him that changes the public opinion of him, right? Because so far I feel like, I mean, to be fair though, I don't really pay attention to negative things on my timelines, so I don't get much of what has been said in terms of like the character. But everybody really loves Jimmy Ohm, so like I maybe that's why I'm not really seeing it. He is very complex and I enjoy his complexity very much so, and I think Jimmy's doing a fucking great job. I think Jimmy does a good job of not saying much in terms of words, but saying so much in his just visual, just the way he speaks with his eyes and the way he speaks with his face, just his face acting, like just his acting and his mannerisms and the way he carries himself as the character. I think it's so good. Like I really, 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 really like him as an actor. And I think and I think I said this in episode 5, does, or maybe I said it in their reaction because I did a compilation for them. I was saying that I do feel like is at the same level. I do think they play off of each other very well. That being said, in the scene outside of the bar, I think Ty's, like I said when I paused, I think Ty is definitely another complex character, because I can when he says like, you know, I'm yours to command, I'm your pet or whatever, I think he means it in a certain, like in my opinion, I think he means it in a certain way. And it could be both. And at least in the series. And I think Om does a really good job of like being like, he's another person that I feel like wears his like character's expressions very well. And I do feel like the casting for this series is fucking great, because I think a lot of them do that. But he enjoys this game that they play. Obviously, sometimes it gets taken a little too far, but he definitely enjoys. And I think he has more power than we think he does, in the terms of how he can get Ram to like relax and chill a little bit. Of course, if the jealousy and the possessiveness, like I said, takes over, then it doesn't hold bar. But when he's like more relaxed and just like everything's chill, I think he can turn his head which way he wants him to. That's just my opinion. The smirk at the end of that kiss that he gave, I don't know. I just like lived for it because I just love the way Om did it. Because like most people would think like he wasn't into it or whatever because he won, but uh, because of how like aggressive and like domineering it was. But I think, in my opinion, I don't think that pushback from it was from the kiss. I think it was from them being out publicly where anybody could walk into that hallway and be seen. But then obviously he was enjoying it, and so then like it kind of softened a little bit, and then they were like actively making out. So I'm very, very excited to see like their dynamics more, and I hope obviously we are gonna dive in into their story more. I'm trying to remember like in the novel, like obviously in the novel there's more stuff going on, and so like I need to like kind of go back and remember and maybe finish up part 2 for sure. But you guys let me know for the ones that are staying behind and like reading. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously Z and Nunu, like they're just killing me the whole time. The chemistry is there. Like I mentioned, Z does a really good job of expressing as well in the series, if expressing just little quirks he does, like the twitching of the eye, the little smirk he does on the corner of his mouth when Nin does something, you know, as Sharang, and he just like smirks in her, or his little intake of breaths, or his little squints. Like he does these like little minuscule like things, but you're like immediately like, oh, like he's simping internally, you know what I mean? So I can't wait to see when we like externally see it, and we kind of saw it in episode 6 or episode 5 where he was like at home kind of blushing. I cannot wait to see more of them turn to that. The way they finished that end scene on the couch, and he was just at his most vulnerable, but he felt vulnerable enough to talk to Kanin and tell him and to Nin and tell him like why he's the way he is, like what exactly happened to him and what the rain, you know, because he could easily like brush it off. I mean, obviously he was not going to be able to easily brush it off right then and there because he was still going through it, because it was still raining in the background, and so he was still like in his like depths. But I do think like it shows a lot for the character to open up to someone who doesn't know the story at all, because he has friends, but I don't think he's like, they don't know everything about him. He's very secretive about a lot of things. So for that to happen, they are very vulnerable with each other, and I love to see it because they've been through so much with each other. And so like at the end when they finally like acted on the feelings growing, loved it. I loved it. Now this is the time I'm gonna say something about the novel that I'm hoping will happen in future episodes. I think they've kind of subtly put it in, and I just realized like earlier this week. So book spoiler. Okay, book spoiler. I think, if I remember correctly, I'm not positive, but I think we do have to be wary. Or not wary. They're going to come back and mention this. And if you've read the novel, correct me if I'm wrong. Well, don't correct me if I'm wrong actually, because you will not be. Or I guess if you follow my if you jump on my Discord, you can comment on in my Discord, or message me on Twitter because the accounts are down below. Because I don't want the spoilers to be in the comments in case people that are watching the novel are watching the series and have not read the novel to get kind of a spoiler. But what I was gonna say was, for our prince, I forget what his name is. I'm just gonna call him Shark because that's like all I can think of. Anyways, for him in his town, if I remember correctly in the novel, the town, because of the mining for the pearls, I think one of the things that is happening to them is a lot of people are getting sick. And because a lot of people are getting sick, I believe that's how his spouse died. And I do believe the medical field is run by Jimmy and his family, and I believe like they're not at ends right now. Remember, he said that I think they mentioned it in the series and they mentioned it in the book where something had happened, so there was like a little bit of a rift between the countries. And so I'm wondering if in the series they're going to keep pushing him to be with Asawatu because he wants them to keep in power so that the others don't, because they're not on good terms. Because I think he's still I think since the medical field, like the medical field portion, because they run the medicine, I think it's not as strong in their country, and since it's not strong, a lot of people are sick. And I think an indicator of that was the nosebleeds. And if you guys remember, how did we meet Calvin and Jay? Nosebleed. So I'm like, are they like kind of hinting at that? But I could be wrong. I could have like completely read into it and maybe like, I don't know, mixed up complex plot points in the novel. I could be wrong. That also the I'm glad we got to see Ava more, because she's really not in the novel that much, all that much. Just like little hits and pieces from it. So I'm really excited to see that. I'm wondering if in the series we're going to see more of Chadin's trauma, because the way they did about it here, it's a little opening. They do go more in detail, obviously, in the novel. And I'm very curious to see like how that's going to take a play here. I am enjoying the difference of like the king not really being down with them being like a thing, or being seen together anymore. Because like if I remember in the novel, like he didn't really give a shit. Like or it's not that he didn't really give a shit. It was more like he's like, I'm gonna use it. People really like them and they're popular, so I'm also gonna use that as like to our advantage. And at the same time, he was like trying to be like, I don't really give a fuck. Like I just want, as long as the throne's secured, I don't really care. And so I feel like that's where we're going from there. So I'm kind of curious and see like how the series is going to portray. And it might just be because they're adding more conflict, because I mean not every world obviously in this world is okay with it, so like they're adding real life complexities. And also in royalty, we haven't seen much of their take on that kind of stuff and as well, so the dynamics are different, right? So I'm very curious to see if that's why they're doing it like that. And I'm not opposed to it. I just wish it was just like I don't know. We'll see, because I feel like in episode 7 it might be fine. I might be like, whatever. But I do, because it's not always like, it's not always beautiful hearts and rainbows and happiness. Like obviously these are like real life situations. These are, I mean, in the series is what I'm saying. There are real life situations. I know, like it's not real, but what I'm saying is like they're obviously going through all the politics and everything. So I'm assuming that's why they're doing it. As for I'm trying to think of the differences in the book too. Oh, I think in the book, the first time they go to the club, I don't think Ava was there. And I think I'm very curious in how they're gonna work this fencing thing, because I do not remember this Mr. Joe at all. So I'm very, from this standpoint, as a novel reader and a series watcher, I'm like, ooh, this is fresh and new, right? Because this isn't something that we read in the novel. But you guys let me know. I do agree. I had a beautiful, lovely tell me down below in the last reaction. They were saying that like they enjoy that the series, as someone who's watching the series for the first time and then have read the novels, that the even novel readers are like, oh, that's different. Like we're not at all as well. We're not like, we don't know what's coming, right? We're also in the dark, along with new viewers, or viewers that have not read the book at all. And I do enjoy it, because it's like, yeah, we have our we have things that we think are going to happen, but then they do like a 180. So I do enjoy that the series is doing that, or they completely change something, or they add something. But everything they've added and done has been great. Like nothing has been that's been like really upsetting for the most part. I don't think I honestly don't remember being upset ever about this. I mean, I'm sure obviously there's characters I don't like, but like um yeah, I just have been praising the show since the beginning, and I'm continuing to do that because the episodes are just as good, the acting is just as good, you know, editing, production, sound, costume design, like places that they're going, all this is really fucking great, and I'm just enjoying the show. But I'll stop rambling here. I have no idea. I don't even remember what the half of the shit I said. Like I'm gonna go back and rewatch some of them scenes because Lord, specifically I'm gonna go watch. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna go watch that Jimmy Ohm scene again because I was not prepared for him to grab him the fuck like he did at all. Also, they teased us with that bedroom. I remember in the trailer they showed us more. I don't know. They might show us something later. Not that I like. I'm not prepared. I don't know why I say that. Like y'all know me. I'm gonna be over here, fucking hitting my damn wall, or blankets gonna be curled up, faces all red. Ridiculous. Y'all let me know what you enjoyed from this episode, what you didn't enjoy. I just thought it was a really good, well-rounded episode, and I'm kind of sad that it goes by so quickly, and then we have to wait a whole ass other week because this series is fucking eating. Point blank. Period. It's eating. It's giving us what we need. It's a whole nother level in my opinion, but it's so good. Anyways, that's gonna be it for my reaction to episode 6 of The Next Prince. You guys let me sound down below what you're ready for, or anything you just want to say in the comments, and I will see you guys next week in the next one. You guys have a good morning, a good day, and a good night depending on when you're watching. Bye.